What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Mr. Plays, and this is going to be my April 2021 Age of Calamity character tier list. Alright guys, so on screen right now is my first tier list, but I have a couple changes and stuff, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through all my changes character by character. Here we go. Okay guys, so the first change I'm going to be making on the list is Daruk. Now Daruk is going to get a promotion from bad to average. Now the reason for this is he's like a really unique character to play, and basically like he has when you block with Daruk, he doesn't take any block damage at all whatsoever. So he's just so good for beginners in the sense where like all you have to do is hold block, and it makes quests a lot easier just because you're not taking any damage at all. I mean, I think there's like one attack on like a guardian or like a Lionel that will break his attack, but for the most part his block is pretty OP. And then aside from all that, his damage is pretty decent, and his combos aren't too good, but considering that his block is good, his damage is decent, I definitely don't think he should belong in the bad tier, and I definitely think he should be promoted to the average tier. Next up on the list, guys, I have Yunobo. And Yunobo is getting demoted from God mode to Great. Now, the reason is I kind of underrated his damage and his combos because, honestly, they're still good, but they're not at the level I need a God mode character to be. Just because, like, he doesn't expose the weak point gauge enough at all. And his combos, like, they don't do anything like special to help the gameplay more. They're pretty much just like very basic combos with cool animations, but it has no real like attack spark on it at all, and his unique action is still really good, which is the reason why he's still in Great, and he's still a really good character. It's just I don't think that his combos and the amount where he exposes his weak point gauge is high enough, and then his crowd control obviously isn't the best, but he's still a great character and always going to be a solid choice. Next up, guys, we are going to be moving Urbosa. And now Urbosa was in the Great tier. She's getting promoted to the God mode tier, replacing Yunobo. Now, Urbosa, the thing with Urbosa is her damage is just absolutely insane, and she is also one of the best characters, probably the best outside of Impa and Link, for fighting bosses. Like, she's insane. Her combos are really good, and because they often expose the weak point gauge, and every single combo you can extend by with an X spam, just doing like a lightning attack, and it can just eat away at their health. And basically, like, her unique action charges up her like lightning bar, and that is what you use to extend with your X at the end of each combo. And also, it's really easy to stay up because like a lot of her like special attacks and weak point smashes, all of those fill her bar back up, making her damage just insane when you use her. And now the only reason she's not up there with Broken OP is because she is not good for crowd control at all. Like when you're fighting, like, you know, Bokoblins, Lizalfos, she's not really good for that at all, but she's so good for fighting bosses. Next up on the list, guys, we have Riju. Now Riju, she's getting demoted from noob to meme, and now the reason is she just has terrible damage, terrible combos, and she exposes the weak point gauge a little, but like overall it really does nothing. And then also her runes are pretty terrible, and they don't help her combat at all. So I just figured there's really no reason she should be above Hestu, because she's by no means better than Hestu. So I decided to give her the demotion from noob to meme. Next up, guys, I decided to promote Zelda Bow from noob all the way up to bad. And the reason is I realized that she does have okay damage and okay crowd control, but she never exposes the weak point gauge, and she never will come in a situation where she's good for bosses at all, and her runes are also not very good. But just because she has like average damage and good crowd control, I decided to bring her up to bad just because I feel like she fits well with a lot of those other characters in bad, and that's really like this. She really got the same level as all those other characters, so I just think it's just a better spot for her. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like down below. Also, you can subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. And I would also like to apologize for the audio in the video, because I was feeling a little sick, so the audio might sound a little off. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. But until next time, peace.